Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see here, I've got another challenge lock clamped up in the vise. And, well, I've already picked it once. So, let's try to pick it a second time. This one is Fluke by Lebel. And this one was sent to me by Fast Charlie when he sent me these awesome picks. Like this one here and this one here. Not sure if I'm going to use one of those picks today in this one, because when I picked it, I used this little homebrew of mine. Little thin guy with a nice little hook on it. And we're going to see if I can repeat that or not. I was just playing around. Sometimes I don't break out the camera. I just throw a challenge lock in the vise and start picking. But this time, I got lucky. So you can tell it is locked up. And I'm pretty sure this one's 6 pins. Based off, this is a quick set key, but you can tell it's been ground back quite a bit. So I'm pretty sure that means he's had some fun with this one. There we go. Got that camera right where it needs to be too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply tension in counterclockwise. Nothing on 1, 2, or 3. Nothing on 4. Little click from 5. Nothing from 6. Well, there was a click from 6. That was a click from 2. It put me into a false set. Okay, I'm getting some feedback on 4, so let's rotate them back a little bit. Okay. Lost my false set. That was a click from 5. Nothing on 6. Back to the front, nothing on 1. That was 2. That was 3. Nothing on 4. Nothing on 5. Okay, now 6 is binding. Yeah, 6 is bound pretty good there. So let me rotate them back. Okay, I got to click out of 6. Lost my false set. That was pin 2. That was pin 3, and there we go. That's pretty much the exact order I found out the first time I was picking it. That was my second attempt. So let's go ahead and break out a pinning tray. What pinning tray do I want to use today? I've got so many to choose from here. Just go ahead and use my folding tray because I really like this tray. Got a few springs stored inside of it here, so they fell out. Okay. Okay, so that's just a standard looking clip. So I will need a flathead screwdriver to help me get that off. And I will need this follower to be sure. Didn't feel any T-pins in there, so I want to proceed as if there weren't any. And it didn't get snagged up at all. And it is indeed a 6-pinner. So we're going to take a look at that key here in a second too. And if any of you guys that have 3D printers are curious, this tray design is on Thingiverse for download. But here's our core. It's kind of hard to see in the lighting here, but there we go. Now it's showing up a little bit. We got some deep countermilling there in chambers 1, 4, and 6. And it goes all the way around. But that is some deep countermilling. So I'd imagine those chambers would have spools in them. There's chamber 1. It's a spool. Copper spring. Chamber 2 is a standard with the copper spring. Chamber 3 is a T-pin. Four is a spool. I didn't guess that 4 was a T-pin though. I didn't actually feel any T-pins. 5's a standard. Looks like all the springs are going to be the same too. Let me get 6 out from the back. I bet 6 is a spool. And yes, sir. Alright, see if there's any mods inside here. I don't see any. Doesn't look like there's any mods at all. But let's look and see what Mr. Albert Lebel put in here for us. He's a pretty good challenge lock maker, and he's still fairly new to the game, so that's always impressive. He's got a nice channel too, guys. If you want to go check him out, go ahead and check him and Fast Charlie out. Fast Charlie just did a hell of a giveaway not too long ago. So I've got a standard in 1 with a spool above it. I've got a serrated with a standard. I've got a double spool with a T-pin. I've got a standard with a deep spool. Kind of steps down there a little bit. I would call that a double serrated with a standard. Then I've got a standard and then a nice deep spool. All the springs are the same. And with these spools meeting up with that counter milling, it made it a pretty fun lock. And definitely on my first time around, it was giving me a lot more headache because counter milling likes to lock the chamber, locks the core rotation. That way you can't feel what's happening very well. So once again, Big Al, loved it, man. Albert Lebel, guys, that's who this was. And thanks, Fast Charlie, for sending it to me. Everyone, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if you see a lock out there in the wild and it's not yours and you don't have the key for it, just don't stick a pick in it. But speaking of keys, I said I was going to take a look at this one since it was modified. And there it is. All right, folks. Bye-bye now.